Alright, start recording. Make sure the mic this time is actually working. Yes, it is working. I've had a stinker again, ladies and gents. I've only gone and recorded another episode without audio, and now we're 2.5 months into the future, but that's not the only stinker. We'll get to the other one in a second. But welcome back to the Dortmund Save. Let's get into this. Hello ladies and gents, I hope you're well. Welcome back to another episode of the Dortmund Save on FM21. Yes, apologies, I've had a stinker once again. I recorded a really good episode around the Champions League game against Lyon, but of course I did it without any audio. So we are now quite far into the future from the last episode. I think if we take a look at the schedule on the screen now, you'll see the last time we were together, of course, we lost to Leipzig after playing Hertha Berlin. So we played these two games in the last episode. I recorded the next episode around the Lyon game and the Frankfurt game. Both were very good games. We won them both, scoring 7 goals over 2 games. However, you're never going to see them. I've got the recording, I've got me speaking, but I haven't got any audio. So you just have to take my word for it. So as you can see, technically, since the last episode you guys saw here, we've played a lot of games and won a lot of games as well. Went on a mad winning streak, and then recently our form has stuttered slightly. So today's episode is a bit of a roundup episode to get you guys back up to speed with how things have been going, and then we're going to play this AC Milan game, which could secure us top spot in our group, in Group A in the Champions League. But before we get there, I've had another stinker. Well, not really, this isn't too much of a stinker, I don't think, but as you can see at the top here, the in-game editor is now enabled, and I'm not going to do anything in the game to mess about with anything, but I got the editor over the weekend to try and mess about with some experiments. I didn't realise that when I started this save way back in the beta, I didn't click to disable the editor then, so it is now usable in this save. But we've only got half a season left. If we were closer to the start of this save and I hadn't released too many on YouTube, or I don't really know, I probably would have just gone back, started the save again and disabled the editor. Like, I'm working on a series in the background at the moment, which is going to be my main FM21 series. I was trying to record, like batch record, to kind of get ahead. That's all down the drain because I opened that save up this morning to check if the same thing happened, and yes, the in-game editor is enabled on that as well. So I'm not going to hide anything from you guys. I'm telling you that I've accidentally done it, and I'm not going to change anything because I don't see the point in it. But for a series that you guys haven't seen any of yet, and that I want to run for the majority of FM21, it just had to be restarted. So I've had a couple of stinkers. Anyway, back to the episode. Out of this winning streak, I want to highlight the Olympic Lyon game in the Champions League where we won 2-1, because the goals in it were a bit crazy, and the live comms, I mean, I'm not great at live comms anyway, but it was just a collection of words that didn't really make sense and complete and utter bafflement. And that, is bafflement a word? You're about to see what I mean. Have I just played I've played the whole game. I don't want to play the whole game. I just want to see the goals. So instead of watching the whole game, we'll just take a look at the goals. Erling Haaland scored first after 16 minutes then. Hakimi makes a great tackle in the centre, finds Emre Can, who finds Sancho. He runs into the box, plays it into Haaland, a trademark Erling Haaland finish, who's actually scored 27 goals so far this season. An outrageous amount of goals. And we'll have a look at the stats in further detail in a second. But look how they equalised, right? I mean, you'll see that as a Zagadou on goal. And actually, Zagadou 3 minutes later got the winner for us. But it's just so typical of FM21. They play the ball through, Hakimi clears it up, plays it back to Donnarumma, who just smashes it against Zagadou's head. At this point, I could not believe what I'd just seen. It was such a weird own goal. But anyway, as I said, 3 minutes later, as I was trying to dissect what had just happened, Zagadou runs down the other end and scores from a corner. So I really wish I had the audio from that game because the live comms was just so funny. But the main thing is we got the result and we won 2-1. And that's been the story of our Champions League journey so far. Very different to last year. And as you can see, after 4 games, we're already qualified. 12 points from our 4 games, won every single game. And we've kind of almost mathematically secured top spot. As I said, after we've looked at a few more different bits, including the league form, we'll jump into the Milan game for today and hopefully secure the top spot for sure. But in the last Milan game, we dispatched him with ease. Another game you haven't seen, but we beat him 3-0. Julian Brandt, Erling Haaland and Isak actually coming on and getting a goal. He hasn't scored too many, Isak, but it's been a very good signing, valued at 43.5 million. And one thing I have to be wary of now is that Erling Haaland is attracting a lot of interest from some big clubs. Barcelona, PSG, all saying they're going to come in with big money offers. I'm seeing figures of 120 million touted around, and it would have to be at least that, I think, to let him go. But I'm quite happy that we brought in Isak. I mean, he's obviously nowhere near Haaland on his type of level, but he's definitely a player who can slot in if the worst happened and Haaland has to leave, and he actually wants to play more games. So in today's game against AC Milan, I think we're probably going to start him, so hopefully you guys can have a good look at him and see what you think. Petagna though, Petagna might have to go in January January. And I think there's going to be quite a few outs in January, as we are actually not far away now. We literally started the season in the last episode, and now we're at the end of November heading into December. So there's going to be quite a few outs, I think, in January, because I've got too many players on contracts where they expect to be getting more game time than they actually are. So people like Eric Garcia, he's just not going to be needed. Luis Felipe, by the way, has come in and been unbelievable. Nicknamed Ramos. Didn't realise that. I've explained all this in the last episode, which didn't go out, but nicknamed Ramos. But Eric Garcia, I'm just not sure we need him. Zagadou, I'm really quite a fan of because he's just solid. Hummels, his 8 pace is starting to get to me, and he's actually got a slight concern because he wants to be playing more anyway. So maybe we offload him, but a Dortmund legend, of course, he went to Bayern Munich, so he's a bit tarnished from that sense. But that 8 pace is just hurting my brain slightly, and I don't really feel comfortable with him being at the back, but we'll have to see. And then there's other players like Thorgan Hazard has wanted and wants to, and I've told him I'll sell him if I get 55 million from him, which I think we probably will end up getting from Tottenham, but he's been very good this season. 4 goals, 3 assists from 7 starts. Roman Berkey also wants to leave. Donnarumma, by the way, other than that dodgy own goal, has been very, very good, making some unbelievable reflex saves where last season we'd have just conceded. But yeah, it could be a very different squad for the second half of the season. It might mess with our rhythm and our momentum, which we've currently got, but we'll have to see. Anyway, back to the schedule, and you'll see a lot of greens in the Bundesliga, and that does mean we are top of the Bundesliga, but only by 4 points now. Bayern Munich have gone on a bit of a resurgence. They started very poorly, and we were 7 points ahead at one point. Now we've just lost to Bayer Leverkusen in the last game I played off camera, which means they've clawed it back within 4 points. And actually, in the next episode, we will play them, as you can see here. So we'll play the Milan game today. I'll play Paderborn offline, and then we'll play Bayern Munich. And that could be a massive game, especially one of slightly rough patch for us, and if we drop points against Paderborn, this could be a massive game and Bayern Munich could put themselves back top of the table. But I feel like this is going to be a much tighter title race this time around, but so far so good. Anyway, on to the AC Milan game then. This is the team we're going to put out there to face the Italian giants. We beat them 3-0 the first time we faced them in the group, and we've got a bit of a changed team today to head to the San Siro. Donnarumma in goal, of course, returning to his former club. Meunier, Hummels, Garcia and Guerrero. So messing about with that back four a bit. I'm not really sure how I feel about this. Hummels coming in on very low sharpness, so it'll be interesting to see how he performs. Garcia getting his start at left centre-back. Guerrero and Meunier, the 2 fullbacks who played the majority of last season. Hakimi actually got injured on international duty, so he'll be out for about 2 weeks. Not a massive deal, especially when we've got Meunier to come in, but another player who actually also wants to leave because he's not starting enough games, so it's all going a bit wrong at the moment, but we'll see how we get on. In the centre, Emre Can and Bellingham, the normal 2. Sancho and Brandt on the wings. Giovanni Reina starting in behind Alexander Isak up top. So these two, an interesting partnership. Hopefully they can form kind of the second in their positions. So a bit of a changed team, but I think we've got enough within our ranks to go to the San Siro and take all 3 points. Here we go then, the Milan team today. No Ibrahimovic from the start, which is interesting. He's on the bench. Here we go then into the game. Let's see how we get on against AC Milan. Even a draw, I think, guarantees us top spot, which I think it does. We've got a free kick here in an interesting position. Giovanni Reina standing over it. Can he put it top bins? What a free kick this would be. If he does it, it's hit the bar, is it? It's been cleared away. Good effort from him. Conti has it at right back. Running forward now. Julian Brandt's chasing him and chases him well and wins the ball. Plays it inside to Garcia now, who's able to find Guerrero, who's kind of replaced Julian Brandt. Into Giovanni Reina now. Back out to Guerrero. Nice ball. He's got loads of time. Isak's there. And what a goal from Borussia Dortmund. Alexander Isak gets himself in the score sheet early doors. Only 12 minutes on the clock. It's a great finish from him. I'm going to have to see it again. I'm not really sure how he somehow got it. I thought the ball had gone past him, but a nice 1-2 between Giovanni Reina and Guerrero. Guerrero had all the time in the world to whip this in. He does so really well, and on the volley from Isak with his right foot. The keeper's not getting anywhere near it, and it's a good goal. 1-0 up. Header away from Reina then. Sancho's picked up. We could be on some sort of counter-attack here. Isak's ahead of him if he can find him. He might not need him though. He's running all the way. They can't catch him. He's into the box. Getting to the bar and they'll probably whip it in. It looks like maybe a penalty. They've won the ball and they've cleared it away. Milik's picked it up. He's quite good at holding it up, and wow, he's just darted round. I guess it was Matt Hummels there because he looks like he's running in treacle, and the shot across goal just misses the post. Garcia will pick it up now. Oh, and he's lost it. Tried to find Guerrero, but Sale Mikas. I've never seen that guy before. It's a great save from Donnarumma, but the rebound from Milik is scored, and that is 1-1. I've never seen that guy who carried it through the right wing there. I'm not sure who that is, but Milik gets himself on the score sheet. 1-1 after 20 minutes. It's a good initial save from Donnarumma. Pushes it into a dangerous area though, and they do get themselves back level. Now, I saw someone comment actually about us being too open when teams are coming forward. We have really good defenders apparently, but we don't get enough support from the midfield. Now, I don't think that's the case there, and I don't think it's really the case when it comes to a lot of things. I think from corners, we're quite susceptible to a counter-attack, but that's not because that the midfielders aren't covering enough. I think it's all about calculated risk, and we know that most of the time we are going to be the better team in the game, especially this season with how we've improved our starting 11. So that means that we're going to be able to apply more pressure going forward and know that 9 times out of 10 we're going to get a shot away, and a high proportion of it is going to end in a good chance. So therefore you're not going to be that defensive. And when it comes to this, I wouldn't say that our midfielders in this type of situation are too much out of position that we can't stop the attack. Yes, we know that the high ball over the top is quite dangerous when it comes to us, and that's mainly because of the high line we play. It's not because our midfielders aren't getting back. I mean, hold on here, Milik's through. It's a great save from Donnarumma. But you see there, that hasn't happened because our midfielders aren't covering back. They are definitely in the right positions. I'm perfectly happy with that. And anyway, you're not going to ever... Wow. Good effort. You're not going to ever completely nullify every threat because it's just not possible. And especially the way that we play attacking football, that's just how our game plan works. Back to the game. Milan with the throw-in. Selic has it now into Leao. He's somehow put a ball across the box, and that's a great finish, to be fair. Alexis Sailmakers. How have I never heard of this guy? Should I know who this guy is? I don't know. But it's a great finish from him. I don't know whether Donnarumma's maybe been beaten a bit too easily there. But the ball from Leao was a great ball in. Aguero just loses him. And yeah, I think Donnarumma, I mean, it looked like he had it covered, but then he just missed it. So anyway, we are now 2-1 down. It could be 3-1 here. This could be a oh God. Oh no. Houston, we have a problem. I've just done this whole speech about how we're not that bad defensively, and we're now 3-1 down. So it's going very well. Right, can we get ourselves within 1 goal going into half-time? The throw-in is cleared away from AC Milan, and to be fair, Bellingham was a bit high there. But Emre Can, that's what I mean. He's kind of the anchor in between those two centre-backs. Garcia switches out wide to Guerrero. Down the line, is Julian Brand going to get there? He is. Oh, it's a great tackle from Conte. We might get one more chance here. Meunier with the throw-in. Cleared away. Hummels has brought it down well. And he's been tackled. And this is why. I mean, of course, he's not sharp, so that might have been a mistake starting him today. However, that's an unbelievable tackle from Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham, the midfielder who covers our centre-backs. There we go. Another example. It's not looking good, though, is it? It's not been our best first half, I have to admit. Sailmaker's the guy I've never heard of. He's got it again. Is he going to whip it in? Giovanni Reina with a great tackle. And we've got a lot to do in the second half to try and salvage at least a point here from the San Siro. And to be fair, they are good value for their lead at half-time. We're going to throw the water bottle and say we're far from pleased, which is a bit of a bad decision because a lot of them seem demotivated. We might have to get some of the big guns on, to try and save this. And we're not playing any differently. It's just the personnel on the pitch, which aren't as good, of course, as our starting 11. So we maybe have to change that. But Meunier's got a chance now down this right-hand side. Puts a cross into Julian Brand. He's brought it down well. So he's going to hit it. Plays into Sancho. If he'd gone far post there, I'd have felt a lot more confident. But he's gone near post, and the keeper was able to save it easily. But that doesn't look like the highlight is going to end here. Maignan. I don't know any of these Milan players. Garcia picks it up from his long kick forward, though. Hummels now has it. Plays it out wide to Sancho. Into Isaac. He's holding it up well. Plays it over the top to Meunier down this right-hand side. A lot of space for Thomas Meunier. Can he put the ball in? Finds Sancho. An absolute rocket. Is saved well by the keeper, and Conte's able to pick it up, and that is where that highlight will end. So we're creating chances. Our XG is not too bad, but theirs is a lot higher than ours. And if they go 4-1 up, I'm going to start to panic. So far, it doesn't look like they are going to score from this, unless Hummels gives it away. But he plays a nice ball into Emre Can. Julian Brand has it out wide. Can he beat his man? It doesn't look like he can there. But he's played it back inside to Emre Can. He plays it forward to Isaac. Finds Sancho. Can he play it back in? A nice 1-2. Isaac's hit the post. I thought it was going to be a great goal from Isaac, but he's managed to smash it against the post. We might have to get the big guns on. Right, we've made 3 changes. We've brought on Erling Haaland, we've brought on Thorgan Hazard, and then we've also changed. Hummels is also off for Luis Felipe. I mean, I can't deal with his pace anymore. And of course, he was at fault for that second goal, so it's a bit annoying. Anyway, Haaland up top, 2 up top now. Isaac's in here. Oh, get in there. We're back within 1 goal. What a ball over the top from Guerrero. No one tracked Alexander Isak, and he scores again. 2 goals for him today. How has he managed to get here? I'm not really sure how he's managed to do that, but it's a really great touch from him. And then he's one-on-one with the keeper, and he's always going to finish that all day long. 20 minutes to go. Could we be on for a draw? Oh, I always forget that camera records for 30 minutes. Okay, so we've made all 3 changes, and now Guerrero's injured. So do we just play without a left-back? Yeah, we are down to 10 men. Ibra's on, playing 3 at the back. A dodgy, lopsided 3 at the back, and Rebic is in. And Rebic is able to turn back, lay it in. And so, is that a great save? Oh no, it's gone off the post. Okay. I'm not sure how we're going to fare with having 10 men and 10 minutes to go. But we only need 1 chance. If we get a draw here, I'll definitely take that, especially from being 3-1 down. We've still got all of our attacking players though, so we definitely are on for a goal if we can. Nice link-up play between Isak and Haaland. Bellingham has it, tries to play it over the top to Hazard. Back into Garcia. We are a bit open on that left-hand side. If they break from this, they are definitely going to score. Isak has it now, tackled. Plays it into Meunier, threads it through to Erling Haaland, and that is what he does best. 3-3 now. I told you, you bring on the big guns and you all score goals. Erling Haaland then comes in to make it 3-3, and now we just have to... Do we just defend for the last 10 minutes? Or do we just leave it and see if we can get a winner? Or is that a bad idea? I kind of want to do that, but I think it's probably a bad idea. Oh well, what do they say? Fortune favours the brave? We're going to leave it how it is. We're going to see if we can nick a winner. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Milik. Great save. Rebic. Offside? Offside. Great save from Donnarumma there. That's what I mean. Some of these reflex saves from him, he is unbelievable. Milik, stop celebrating, lad. It's offside. Free kicks given. Oh my days. I thought that was awful from us. Maybe one more chance. Surely we can't win this here. Imagine if we score now and win it from here. Philippe Luis plays it forward into Sancho. Sancho running inward now, but he's made good progress. We've got some players forward here. Hazard's got it. He's surely got to shoot. We had like a 3-on-2 there or something, and we managed to mess it up, and here we go. Here it comes. 94th minute. Ibrahimovic. Bellingham clears it forward. Oh, hello. Erling Haaland turns his man. He's getting sent off. We're both going to be down to 10 men. Send him off. Love that. Both teams down to 10 men. A minute to play. Why are both teams going for it so much? Because we're both basically through. Anyway, Emre Can back to Ramos. Can we find a goal now? Sancho has it. Plays it forward. Erling Haaland's in. Surely not. Oh, he saved it. Is that going to be the end, or are we going to get one more chance? It looks like they're going to let us take the throw in here. Maybe we'll get one final chance to win the game. Or is he just teasing it? I mean, he's throwing it straight to them. Milik's got it now. Garcia well in to win it. Isak has it now. We've got one more chance to win the game. What is that? That is awful. And that is the end of the game. What a game against AC Milan. We end up sharing the points 3-3. That does confirm us top of the league. Top of the group, should I say. But what a game that was. 3-1 down at half time. We brought on Haaland. We brought on Hazard. We brought on Luis Felipe. We ended the game with 10 men because Guerrero got injured after we made those 3 subs. Isak impressed, to be fair. Haaland came in to save us at the end of the day. Donnarumma impressed. A very good game from us. What a comeback that was. Anyway, guys, I really hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please smash that like button below. It really does mean a lot. And make sure you subscribe and turn those notifications on. We're going for 500 by Christmas. That's quite a big feat, especially that we need 40 in about a month. For a channel that's got 460 subscribers, I feel like that's quite a big goal, but hopefully you can help me hit it. Every subscriber means so much, honestly, so make sure you subscribe down below. I'm hoping to get some other Football Manager content released fairly soon, so make sure you stick around for that, and I'll see you for the next episode of Dortmund very, very soon.